Yo, this is Locksmith. I'm out here hanging with Thisis50.com. Make sure you check out my album. You know what it is, man.
And we only fuck with hoes. They got lofty goals.
Yeah, you don't want that, sit on your asshole.
You see when Webby gotta get it, I'ma leave your body twisted with these punchlines so fucking hard they ask if Rocky did it. Or we staying drunk, see me in the lobby sipping, blacking out like I'm sharing drinks with Bill Cosby's bitches.
Yo, Locksmith, man, how you feeling, baby?
Feeling great, brother.
Man, how many albums we on right now?
Well, this is the second album. I put out, the mixtapes, but this is like the second thing that I put out for retail, you know what I mean? Where you can get download, buy, whatever. But yeah, it's just the second official one.
Now, can you tell me in your mind what is the difference between an album and a mixtape? Because you could have just said it was a mixtape if you wanted to. Why and sold it?
Yeah, I think it's just a little bit more cohesive. You know what I mean? Mixtape is kind of like a little bit free, but it's really dependent. It's the artist's discretion. But for me, albums are a little bit more cohesive. You put a little bit more time into it. Whereas a mixtape is you might have a freestyle, you might rock over somebody else's beat. So you know what I mean? It changes the dynamic. But for an album, it's original production. You know, I mean, some people might call it a mixtape, but I call it an album.
The way I step to the mic has gotta be God's gift. White boy with a light-skinned bitch, call me John Smith. Little side chick, just make a drop trick. Got a chastity belt, I'll pass you the locksmith.
Word. Now, what makes this one different from the last album that you just had or any other mixtape?
Growth, man. Like, I'm not the same person I was a year ago. You know what I mean? So the album has to reflect that. It has to show the growth from coming from that point to this point. So I feel like and I feel like this album is a lot more inspirational.
I try to spread love instead, but every time I look up, another body is bled, another quote is fed, another death, no indictment. The media reacts with excitement.
You know what I mean? Well, the last album was more about me. This one is still about me, but it's like I feel like it's more relatable and it's meant to inspire people.
Growth. Now let's talk about the title of this new project that you have.
Yeah.
Lofty Goals.
Lofty Goals.
Now what is a lofty goal, man?
A lofty goal, like you might have like goals that's just like, all right, I wanna make my quota for work today. You know what I mean? That's a goal. But a lofty goal is a goal that your friends might look at you and be like, nigga, you can't do that. You know what I mean? But a lofty goal is something that's like, it seems almost impossible, but that's what you gotta aim for. And I feel like that's what, like my whole career, people have been trying to tell me like, oh, since I might be good at one thing, you need to stick to that, or you stick to that, or don't do it. But it's like, yo, I got these goals, man, and I don't want to feel like I gotta, you know what I mean, bottle them down for anybody. I want to let them flee. I want to spread my wings. So it's about going after what you are truly inspired for.
Need a hook, better find a way and make a switch. Go find you some famous friends and hang around who they see fit. But I do not feed into hype or liking myself to be such. I just rap about my life. To some people, that's not enough.
Hey, dog, every time I see you keep on topping yourself and whatnot, you're getting more lyrical and lyrical. Like we just left just a second ago, King Los was here.
Oh, that's the homie.
Now, he said that I had to control myself from being so lyrical on this so the message could get across, and I didn't want nobody to miss it.
Yeah.
Now, what's your views on being lyrical and the message getting across and everything, going over people's head that could possibly be someone new that could become a fan of yours?
I feel like it just depends on the artist, man. Like, I know myself, And been like, for good or bad, people go, oh, he's lyrical. You know what I mean? That's super lyrical. But I don't think it's a bad thing. I just do me. I feel like what's in my heart, I let it breathe. And now, like, I do want my music to spread and to reach as many people, but I'm never gonna dumb down, or I don't consciously go in like, yo, I gotta try to make this more. I just go with what I feel. I feel like this album is more relatable, but it's not by like design, like, yo, I gotta dumb myself down. It's just like, yo, the message. Some songs may be a little bit more easier to digest, and some songs may not. The thing is, just like a movie.
Fuck your preconceptions. I don't wanna live inside your box. I see rapping as a vessel, another extension of just my thoughts. If you walked a mile in his shoes, you would identify with issues that'll put you in such depression. You would be thankful of what you got.
I feel like I don't try to premeditate what I do going into songs. I just try to let it free, and as I grow as a human being, as I mature, my music will mature. And sometimes I want people to get it right away. So that's how I approach it. I try not to premeditate it though.
Word.
Yeah.
Now, what's a definitely single that we should look out for on this particular project?
I got a lot. I mean, I'm proud of everything, man. I got a song with my homies from Funk Volume, Jaron Benton, the homie Futuristic. I got, I tried to branch out and get a little more features. You know what I mean? The homie Chris Webby from Connecticut. He's on there. I even got some production from Nick Knack, you know, who's produced like stuff for Chris Brown and all those kind of guys. So I'm trying to expand, but I think the first song in the album is one. It's called Lessons.
Life's good, my music's finally spreading. Looking back on the time when I wasn't getting the recognition deserved, but I'm hanging on by a threading. I'm letting go of the guilt and the pain that I once carried.
And I think I'm real proud of that song. It just kind of starts the album off. It kind of puts you in the mind frame of where this album is going. So yeah, you know, I have a video for that. It'll be on Thisis50. You know what I mean?
Word.
Yeah.
And they say that it's perfect timing. Just think of all the women you'll meet in them cities rhyming. But I'm lying if I said I was over it right away. Cause everything you do in dark comes out in the light of day. I had
Dawg, you've been an independent guy for a minute now, man. Are you even looking for a deal, or you just like the way things are going and you don't really feel like people need a deal right now?
I'm definitely not looking for a deal, you know, but I love controlling my own destiny, man. Like, it's difficult. Like, when you first start, it's kind of scary because you like, yo, how am I gonna do this? But once you get the move in, like, just in the last year, man, I've toured the world. You know, I toured Europe, Australia. I got more opportunities, all without no major, no booking agent, no anything, just building relationships.
You manage yourself?
I mean, I have a team of people that help me. I'm very grateful for it. But there's no person calling the shots, saying like, yo, this ain't a good look. You know, I'm a grown man. You know, I've been doing this for a while, so I'm pretty much know what I feel good about, what I don't feel good about. I have people that I trust in, mentors, and I'd be like, yo, what do you think of this? And they'd be like, you know, and I've had people like OGs in the game that have very successful careers, and they've told me like, yo, man, you don't need that. You don't need that. Like, you doing it right now. I'm like, for real? So that kind of gives me that affirmation. You know what I mean? It makes me feel like, okay, I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. So I'm not saying I would never, but right now I'm very happy with not having to answer. Because sometimes people don't get your vision. Like, literally 2 years ago, people was telling me, yo, you gotta do it this way. If you don't do it this way, you're not gonna work. And I said, all right, well, now, it's, you know, 2 years later, and it's growing, man. Like, every year it grows. So I'm very grateful for that. And it all comes from the fans, from appreciation of the music. Like, the fans determine what you're going to be able to do. They're going to determine whether you go on tour. They're going to determine whether your albums are going to sell. And this is completely independent. You know, so it's like everything is in the black. You know what I mean?
lost in the vaults of another one's bitterness. It can never be resolved, so consider this my final word. If you find a nerve, then it's fine to swerve, so don't limit. Here's some the result of a revolt, and your deep soul didn't think so. How's that? Soon as I compromise, then my conscience dies, and you flee, and I'm stuck in this trap.
I'm okay. I'm an independent artist and everything, and I'm trying to take my shit to the next level. Now, how can I get on the road and get a lot of these opportunities? What advice do you give somebody that started like you?
I was asking the same question 2 years ago. Like, yo, how do I get on the road? And you just gotta work, man. Like, I just figure, like, if I work and have a plan, like plan everything that I can, but then leave some room for other opportunities to present themselves, and they just present themselves. Like 2 years ago, I was like, yo, how am I gonna get to Europe? Or I got fans in Australia, how am I gonna get to Australia? And then it just started happening. You gave me some advice. You was like, yo, Lock. Last time we said, he was like, yo, you need to collaborate with these dudes. Remember you was telling me? And I was like, you know what, that makes sense. Sure enough, I did that, start opening up more opportunities. And that's how I look at it, man. Like, I was just in the studio with like a very prominent, I'm not gonna say, but like a very prominent legend, you know what I mean? And I got to soak up that information in that game. And it was always a dream of mine to be around somebody like this and to be in the studio and be like, yo, you know, because the opportunities present themselves. You put out the energy, you work hard, the opportunities will open up.
And man, Dawg, you got me, I'm bugging right now, man.
Yeah,
How you not gonna tell me who this dude was?
We talk about it off camera. You know, I don't be like it, you know, I don't know if it's like, you know, it's supposed to be out there like that yet, but you know, it's
so y'all actually got something, a situation you're working on?
No. Just I can't, you know, just being able to be in the presence of you know, individuals like that is great.
Word. Well, you know, this is Thisis50.com, man. Yo, I have to have one of them classic Locksmith freestyles from you, dog. May I borrow one?
All right, you got to be listening.
I'm listening. I'm ready for the lyrics. Let's get it.
I say, look, I woke up feeling helpless. The television depresses me. Emotional propaganda represses me. I try to spread love instead, but every time I look up, another body is bled, another quota is fed, another death, no indictment. The media reacts with excitement. The right wing says poor people are criminals, natural law. There's deaths of the residuals, and necessary means that justify the ends. In order to survive, you sacrifice some limbs. The system is implied, you want to get out alive. You either fall in line or you wind up like them. And this is just the root of a deeper treatise that lingers. Conspiracy theorists scream more coffins for FEMA. In worst case, you could have shot him in his femur. we all have to answer the time, the Redeemer.
God damn, dog. You get deeper and deeper every time I talk to you, man.
You know.
You're gonna have to call your next project the Abyss or something.
Yeah,
man.
that's how we got to do it sometimes.
Word. Is there anything you want to say to Thisis50.com before we get up out here?
Hey man, shout out to Thisis50.com, everybody at this organization. It's always showed me love. Thank you guys, and lofty goals.
Lofty goals, man. Like I always say, you just can't say you really something you gotta be, man. Locksmith, we out of here. Hey, do I have something in mind? Y'all go to commercial. Don't kiss them hoes in the mouth unless you got to.